My wife obsessively overpacks every trip we go on, making the trip more about getting through the clutter and organizing her mess that's never used than actually enjoying the experience. And when I told her she makes traveling no fun, she said she wants a divorce. Posted by you/OKCut9597. So my wife, 38F, and I, 36M, have been together 8 years. We live in my home state of Arkansas. She is from San Diego. Every year she wants to visit home. We used to fly, but since we have a kid, 2F, she now wants to drive. I have no problem using all my vacation days for this. She lives here. Traveling is a pain because she overpacks. She used to fill my CX-7 full, but work gave me a $900 car allowance, and we used it to get a full-size Suburban. This time, she loaded that full. I mean, front passenger to the ceiling so I can't see the mirrors, full. We didn't use hardly any of it. At every stop, I carried everything into the hotel because she was afraid it would get stolen. It's 3 days each way. Got through it. I told her she makes traveling miserable because she is also super late. Tell her 10 a.m., she might arrive by noon. So every day we don't leave the hotel until 12, then she insists we drive until midnight. Unfun. Anyway, this weekend I was sent on a work conference. They got me a sweet hotel room, a week at a nice resort, super excited. We were going to go and leave the baby. The day before, she cancels my mom watching her to bring our child. Fills the Suburban full, again. Mind you, it's my work trip. 5 days, 5 nights. Most of the stuff was just overpacking. She brought a tote of blankets. 1 of towels. 2 of her clothes. Totes. I told her she makes it miserable. The hotel always gets cluttered and full. The night before we leave is always a mess trying to pack and her organizing stuff she brought that never gets used. She freaked out, told me I just want to go hook up and cheat at these things. I invited her, and she is filing for divorce because I told her, "You're overpacking and insisting we fill every vehicle full and always being late makes me miserable." We were 3 hours late leaving to get to the conference, so I missed the networking opening night, which is where, in my industry, people tend to click up afterwards to a degree. I missed going to the best vendor events, etc., because she insisted that I not leave because she was overwhelmed with how messy the hotel room was. Mind you, it was all the stuff she brought, took out of totes, and never used, and the toddler then destroyed. Am I the jerk for telling my wife she makes traveling no fun? Top/relevant comments. Did Op's wife have a job, and is she still working? She is a teacher. She stays at home right now, thanks to landing an incredible job, but she had a teaching job. She never had issues making it to work, that I know of. Commenter. Op, is your wife a hoarder? Did she grow up in a home where she constantly had to move and leave whatever belongings she had behind? It feels similar to behaviors exhibited by some people who didn't have a lot of food growing up. In adulthood, they tend to hide, bring, or hoard extra food wherever they go, understandably. Perhaps Op's wife experienced something similar regarding her belongings. Either way, something is going on. Throwing out divorce like it's nothing is not okay. Was she ever diagnosed with postpartum? Not the jerk. Op's response. No. Her family has lived there since the 1870s. The house she grew up in and moved out of to go to college was built in the 1940s. Her family are hoarders, though. Yes, she had postpartum. I got her better help, found out a few months back she never logged in and met with someone. Commenter 2. Hey man, could you try doing a short trip with her, telling her that the whole point is that you will take care of everything and she only needs to bring a change of clothes? Take her to a spa or resort and where everything you need will already be there. I think sometimes people have travel anxiety and have never attempted to go light, just because they're scared they might need something. Do an overnighter first, then start going for more nights away. It might just be that your wife has never tried traveling this way. Op's response. We did that a few years ago, right before the kid arrived. Told her some friends were coming to visit, but in fact, they were coming to house sit. I had her bag packed, and away we went. She even commented at the time that she loved how freeing it was to only have 1 bag. Now, for her to go anywhere she needs 4 bags, backpack, diaper bag, purse, and another large bag filled with spare food, extra meds, etc. I didn't realize until today that she needs mental health help. Downvoted commenter 3. She clearly has issues, but you're not responding in a healthy way. You're the jerk. Saying you make traveling miserable is aggressive and mean. It would be better to say, when you overpack and make us late, I feel stressed. It makes traveling less fun, or something similar. In other words, look up I statements to better express your concerns. This will make your disagreements more productive and less hurtful. If you actually want to fix things instead of just making your wife sad or angry, this is what you have to do. But yeah, it sounds like she needs therapy. She's insecure and jealous. Why? Have you cheated, or did her exes? She also sounds like she has anxiety, which might lead to overpacking. Her threatening divorce is also a jerk move, regardless of her issues. She needs to handle them, just like you need to work on your communication. Ops response. Her ex cheated on her. I have never cheated. But whenever she gets upset, she tells me to just go be gay and suck a clock or just go cheat. Was Ops' wife miserable with the move from San Diego to Arkansas? I have wondered that. However, when I asked in the past, she said no. She also hates being back in San Diego for very long. I fly her dad out to visit twice a year for a week at a time. I really don't think she hates it here. Maybe she does. Has Ops' wife been diagnosed, and does she have any hobbies? She was diagnosed with ADHD when she was younger. She used to be on meds but stopped taking them before she met me. She does have anxiety about leaving the baby with anyone but my mom. My mom raised my sister's kids, now 22 and 18, so she loves just being grandma 2 hours, with babysitting, weekly visits, and some overnights. As for hobbies and couple time, no. She did, but she has cut them. I take the baby for a walk, stroller, for 45 minutes every night when I get home so she can breathe. She used to paint, and we built her a studio. She just does it for fun, so she could get back into it. However, her entire identity now is being a mom. Has Op tried to tell his wife no as an answer? Yes, and it went horribly recently. I don't want to fight or yell in front of our kid, so when I say no and she immediately starts a fight, I back down. Since our child was born, it's not worth my child seeing her parents fight. Mine did, and I am screwed up because of it. Yes, I am a bit of a pushover recently. I don't want my marriage to end, but I work 70 hours a week, so I would like to enjoy my trip time and not have it be cluttered. At home, I built shelves and a basement so everything can be stored, and I can have an empty, relaxing environment. Additional info from Op. Yes, I am involved in raising our child. I actually packed for our trip. I had one bag for the baby to go to mom's, toys, diapers, food, etc., a big bag but one large suitcase. I had a bag packed for my wife and one for me. She always says she doesn't want to do this, then the trip comes and she does it. I am not a cheater. She accused me of it last time I went solo. I am exhausted. If she left me, I think I would be done with relationships. My own mental health is wrecked. My boss wasn't mad. He found the whole thing hilarious when I told him. He skipped half of the conference himself. My job wasn't threatened, but to me, it was. I tried the whole packing thing for her and me. I have tried to just accept her issues, but it's gotten worse. When we first got together, she needed a large checked bag for a 2-day trip to Las Vegas. Now she needs an entire Suburban for a week-long trip. One of the issues is the vehicle is so full. If it was just the back, I might be able to deal, but it's so full I can't even see the side mirror. I've expressed how unsafe that is, and she doesn't care, just yells that I don't understand. Commenter 4. I think it is pretty obvious she does not want to fly, since she will be restricted in how much luggage she can bring. Op's response. That's true. She used to be okay with flying, but over the last 5 years especially, it's gotten bad. Update 1 month later. About a month ago, I told my wife she makes traveling no fun. I posted before we left for our drive home. Since then, it's been a whirlwind. We got home, I wanted to talk, she said we were fine. I called a counselor and got us more couples therapy, and set her up with one who specializes in trauma that causes hoarding. She did not call a lawyer. She threatened again, so I dialed one on her phone, put it on speaker, and walked away. Not my best moment. However, since then, we have attended 4 sessions together, and she has gone 5 times on her own. I spent all my savings to hire some people to come in and help her clean for a week. We threw away 2 40-yard dumpsters fairly full of stuff. We cleaned out her car, the one she puts my daughter in daily, and established a routine of only her purse and diaper bag going up front. The rest goes in the trunk only. I've had to go through it daily and remove stuff. I once let it go for 4 days, and it was full again. We are going to see her family in December. I made it very clear that if the vehicle is loaded full, I am going to the airport and flying with our daughter, and she can make the trip herself. We made the packing lists already. The boot of the Suburban can be full, but nothing above the boot cover and nothing besides a small cooler, purse, and diaper bag up front. I bought refundable tickets for my daughter and me to fly to and from San Diego if she fills the vehicle and throws a fit. Now, how is our quality of life? She seems happy. Her family says she is happier than ever. She has always wanted a clean house and car, but fights me when I clean up, even now, as she was about to do it. I am miserable. I am constantly picking up the car, the yard, the house. I let it go 2 days once and got screamed at for sabotaging her. I talked to a lawyer myself. Not to move forward, but to protect myself. My boss actually has me in line for a promotion. Which is great, only problem is if our marriage ends and she moves back to California, then I would be stuck in a 2-year deal at work. So I am currently very nervous about career advancement while I am miserable personally. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. This is terrible, and I am not sure why you are putting up with it. You picking up after her every day is not making her better, it is enabling her. Are you okay with your daughter living like this? What about her learning that it's okay to keep a house or car messy as long as she finds a man to clean up after her? You are doing no one in that house any favors. Why are you even giving her the option to drive to CA? I would tell her you can't do it anymore and just fly. Period. End of story. You are treating her like a child who doesn't know how to clean up after themselves, not a wife. When it comes to the job promotion, would it pay enough to hire a nanny if you do divorce? Does your wife work, and could she support a child if she tries to get full custody? Your boss sounds great, and he may be willing to work with you if you do divorce and need a little flexibility. Her family saying she is happy means nothing, they aren't dealing with her daily and don't see how bad it is. If they give you a hard time, send them pictures of what you have to deal with each day. Ops response. I don't know why I'm giving the option of driving. She wants to, and I don't have the will to fight anymore. The only reason I am doing anything is because my kid deserves better. And she deserves a mother that loves her, and my wife does. I see the care and love for her. She works full-time as a teacher this year, so in theory, yes. The way she spends money, no, but the financials say yes. My boss thinks the whole thing is hilarious. I had a near breakdown in my office one day. He heard about it from coworkers who were worried, and he took me to lunch and beers. But he was crystal clear, if I sign the promotion contract, I am his for 2 years. Her family is great, in small doses. They are the ones that will tell you they love you as you drown. Mine are the ones who tell you to go F yourself as they drive 1,500 miles to help you move. Has Op tried to get his wife to help with cleaning up? I try to incorporate her. She usually is too tired or gets bored. My daughter loves the pickup game, so primarily it's the two of us. Obviously, I don't make her, but she's stuck to my side from the moment I get home until she passes out. Commenter 2. I am a social worker and have dealt with families who have hoarding issues. When I read about the 2 dumpsters of stuff, I was blown away, not by the amount, but by the support you gave her and the success you had. It is so rare. Usually, there is an eviction, and the stuff is left for someone else to deal with. I don't see her getting over her need for control, have not met her and could be wrong. I personally have never seen it. It's not about the stuff, it's about control, and usually due to trauma. She will have to dive into therapy for a long time, and it doesn't sound like that is something she wants to do. I'm impressed by the success you have had, but I don't know how this will be healthy for you in the long run. You are doing a wonderful job, but you have to protect your sanity. Ops response. I'll be honest, I don't know how. I myself have issues, which I have never been able to solve in therapy. My first post was mainly because my wife told me every man was expected to do this, and I expected to get roasted. And I did, but not for what I thought. Just like now, getting roasted by some for doing what I am doing for the wrong reasons, etc. These posts and replies have helped, and hurt. Helped in that I believe fully I am right in my beliefs, but hurt in that I can see I am not handling it completely the right way. I can't see the top, and I am honestly just trying to survive at this point. I tried taking a day off today to just sort things out, but my wife saw me on Life 360 still at home, so she took a day off with an emergency sick kid and is coming home so I don't bang some hoe in our bed. I literally have nothing left. I don't know what to do. Op adds an edit to his post. Forgot to add the cheating part. She confessed she was nervous I would cheat because I am not the ugliest guy around and you work hard, so if you hate me then you would have options. I have no idea if she is cheating, and I am kind of at a point where I don't care. I am 100% checked out. Op adds a second edit to his post. So many responses. Why haven't I cut the cord? Because she is my wife, and we said for better or worse. How can I walk away from her when she is not doing okay without giving it the good old college try? Plus, I was raised to believe divorce is not an option. I gave myself until Christmas 2026. If it's not better by then, I am pulling the plug. I am picking up every day because counseling said it would help, and also, as people rightfully pointed out last time, my daughter doesn't deserve this. I want a clean home, so I do it myself. Is it defeating to come home every day and see the kitchen table covered with random stuff she got out because she was going to bake but never did, and the bed covered with totes of clothes she was going to sort? Sure. Do I want to go through the guest room every 3 days because she destroys it, not figuratively, but gets stuff out in it or brings things into it, and I want it to be guest ready at all times? No, I don't, but it's the price I pay. If I don't do it, our house is a mess, and our kid doesn't deserve that. If I leave, I am hurting someone with mental illness. All I am doing right now is destroying someone, myself. And when I finally walk away, I can honestly say I did my best. Yes, I am documenting her car and the house when I get home and when I leave. I am probably enabling right now, but if it goes the way it probably will, I'm going to be fighting to keep my daughter. Part of this going above and beyond is so that I can be the better parent, because people before were right, I wasn't protecting my kid. As for her claiming I am sabotaging, I must have worded it wrong. When I clean up, she is mad because she was going to do it in a minute, even though it's been days. Those wondering about work, I am full-time. She works full-time now as a teacher and started back a few days ago. I had hoped she would stay home full-time to raise our daughter, as that's why I took this job. I don't love it, I don't enjoy it, but it pays the bills and provides a good quality of life. But it's what she says she needs. And for the people messaging me about using the word boot, I am from Arkansas, but there is this thing called a plane, and I have worked all over and have even enjoyed a TV show or two that wasn't Walker, Texas Ranger. I also call carts at the store's trolleys, partly to mess with people, partly because it entertains me, and mainly because it's become a habit.